Hey guys, okay, so apples do have a high enough acidity level to be canned in a water bath. So what I've done is I've taken my jars and I've washed them in hot soapy water first, and then I've placed them in this big old pot of water, and they've been simmering for about 10 minutes. You have to put something down there so that the glass doesn't break. So I've got this like steamer dealio and like a little metal piece to kind of give it some stability because I don't have one of those fancy canning things. So I kind of made it up. So now they've been simmering for 10 minutes, so we're going to take them out. I'm going to push you down here for a second. Alright, let's get rid of the water. Trying to pour the water back. There we go. Cool. So we've got this really super hot glass now. That's very slippery. We'll pour the rest out. Okay, so we're going to take this over here. Whoops. I guess you should come with me. Okay, so I've got my jar down here. And now we're going to fill it up. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to take one of these, the part of the lid, and I'm just going to put it back on. This way I won't have to wipe the edge once the apples are in. So I've got this little handy dandy thing. I'm just going to rinse it off real quick just to make sure there's no yuckies on it, like dust or whatnot. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, let's get a spoon. Got a little ladle. Okay. So let's fill our jar. Alright. As we fill this, you want to make sure you leave about 2 inches up at the top. So you see I've left some room. Okay. So I'm going to take that off now. And then I've also been simmering the lid part in water for the same amount of time, for about 10 minutes. And what that does is it activates the seal, so it'll seal properly. So I'm just going to take this little magnet guy and pull one of these out. Okay. Get that on there. It's not too hot. And then take the lid, and you don't want to screw it on too tight. You just want it finger tight until you feel some resistance. That way, all the air that's trapped inside can still escape. Okay, so then we're gonna take our jar with all our awesomeness, and we're gonna put it back in the water. And then we're going to bring the temperature up to a boil and boil them for 10 minutes. So the reason why we had to simmer these is so that the glass doesn't break when we put it back in the nice hot water. So I'm going to go do that right now, and then it'll have a perfect, sealed jar. And the way to test seal, when you take it out, you let it cool, like put it on a towel and on the counter and let it cool for 12 to 24 hours. And then all you have to do is take your finger and pop it. You hear how it pops? That would be a bad seal. But if you do that and it doesn't pop, that means you have a perfectly good seal. Another way to test it would be to take this rim off and then lightly pull up on the lid part. And if it comes off really easily, then you have a bad seal. And then you can just put it in the fridge and use it within like a week or two, or you can put it in the freezer for up to a year. So that's canning apples, or apple butter. Hope you guys enjoy it.